This is our question asked in today's Skill Track Daily Challenge. So here the given input is 3, that is the value of n is 3, and it is given in the question that for given any value of n there must be n into 2 lines in our output. So here there must be 3 into 2, 6 lines in our output. So these are our 6 lines of output. And it is also given in the question that the second half of the pattern is the water image of the first half. So first let us divide our output into two halves. So the first 3 lines is the first half and the last 3 lines is the second half. And now when we observe both the halves of the pattern, we can see that the second half is just the opposite of the first half. That is, here the 654 has occurred last, and in the second half the 654 has occurred first. And similarly the remaining lines are also in reverse. So this is what we call water image pattern. Now let us see how our first half is formed. The given value of n is 3. So every row has 3 characters in them. And in the first row we can see that there are 2 asterisks and 1 digit. And in the second row there is 1 asterisk and 2 digit. And in the third row there are 0 asterisks and 3 digits. So here we can see that the asterisk count is decreasing one by one. So in the first row it was 2, and then it becomes 1, and then it becomes 0. And similarly the digits count in the first row is 1, and in the second row it is increasing by 1, so it becomes 2, and in the third row again it increases and becomes 3 digits. So the asterisk count is decreasing and the digits count is increasing. And we can also see that the digits are printed in reverse order. So 1, and then the 2 starts from the right side. So 2, 3, and then again the 4 starts from the right side, 4, 5, 6. So this is how the first pattern is obtained. And the second half is just the opposite of the first half. So these two combined is our expected output. So now let us see how to write a C program for this. This is the program I have written. Initially I have accepted some variables, and in the next line I am accepting the value of n. And now I am going to print the first half of the pattern. So I am going to iterate the loop from 0 till n. While printing every row of the pattern, first we have to print the asterisks, and then only we have to print the digits. So first in every iteration of this loop we are going to print the asterisks using another for loop. So here this loop iterates from 0 till n minus 1 minus I, because while printing every subsequent rows the number of asterisks must be reduced. So there will be one asterisk less than the number of asterisks printed in the previous row. So this is why we use n minus 1 minus I. So now after printing the asterisks in every row we have to print the digits. So to print the digits, what we are going to do is we are going to use two for loops. And in the first for loop we are going to just increment the value of counter, and then we are going to store the value in another temporary variable named t, and then using another for loop we are going to print t in reverse order. So let us see why we are doing it. If we were asked in the question to print the digits like this, we can directly print the value of k, but we were asked to reverse the digits and print them like this. So to do that, in every row we are just going to find the maximum value of the digit that can occur, and then we are going to store it in a temporary variable, and then we are just going to decrement the value of the temporary variable for the same number of times using the loop. So when we loop like this, we would be printing the digits in every row in reverse order. And after printing asterisks and digits in every row, we are using a /n to print in next line. So now when this for loop finishes its execution, we would have printed the first half of our pattern. So now we are going to print the second half of our pattern. So this for loop prints the second half of our pattern. So this loop again iterates from 0 to n. So again in the second half, first we have to print the asterisks. So again we are using a loop to print the asterisks, and this loop iterates from n minus 1 to n minus 1 minus I, and this loop goes in reverse order. So we are using j minus minus and we are printing the stars, and then here we are not using the previous technique to print the digits, because in the second half we are not going to increase the value of digit. So in the first half the maximum value of the digit was 6, and in the second half we are just going to go from 6 to 1. So in every iteration we are just going to print directly the value of k and decrease it after printing every digit. So this is what we are doing here. So again this loop iterates from n minus 1 minus I till 0, and in every iteration we are printing the value of k and simultaneously we are decrementing the value. And after printing the asterisk and row, we are using this slash n statement. So this for loop finishes printing the second half of our pattern. Now let us give sample test cases and check our program. So now I have given the sample input 3 and let us see our pattern. So we are getting our expected pattern. So now I have given the input as 4 and let us see our pattern. So we are getting 8 lines, and we can see that the second half is just the opposite of the first half. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.